Hey, what's up? It's Pika calling in from Singapore. It's Thursday night. We're looking at Friday morning, and today's kind of a big deal for me. The day was simple, Did our usual meet at Tyson to do the growth tribe training, and that went really well. My plate gets more and more full every day, but that's cool because it keeps me busy. I told you, right? Right now, I need as much work as I could possibly get my hands on, mostly because I need to keep my mind busy. I need to keep myself busy. I need to keep moving forward. So this is good. As overwhelmed as I may feel sometimes, minute by minute, I am grateful to have all this work. Kept me busy throughout the day, basically. Getting to know the kids a little bit more as they come in and out of the center and get used to me and I get used to them. Great bunch of kids, lots of different personalities, and just a lot to be able to learn, a lot to be able to, a lot of energy to feed off of, a lot of opportunity to just mentor and coach and be around, just be physically there. Sometimes all you need is someone you know is going to be there. So even though you don't need anything, you have somewhere to go if you need to ask anyone anything. So I kind of feel like I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm in the right space around the right people, and just trying to level up at all times, right? So went to pick up baby girl, and she decided she wanted to go to the playground for a little bit because some of her K2 friends were going to hang around the school a little bit and play. So I was like, all right, fine. So we sat down in the back near the playground, and she ran and jumped and screamed and laughed and had a good old time. And it wasn't even for that long. It was maybe like 20, 30 minutes at the most. And we got on the bus and came back home. The only thing that's difficult with that is the fact that, by the time I get there, it's like 6 something, right? And by the time she finishes playing around in the playground or whatever, it was almost 7 something. And it takes a half an hour to get home. So it was 7:30 by the time she got home. And her bedtime is meant to be 8:30. But obviously I let it swing a little bit today because it's too small a time period for her to like get home, take a shower, kind of wind down from the day, and then decide, have dinner and go to bed. So it's a little difficult to kind of push it that that way, but I did what I could, man. She was finally in bed by like, I don't know, 9. She's been really mad at me lately. She's been really mad about the fact that I keep pushing her to go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And I'm trying really hard not to lay with her because I will fall asleep, you guys. And yes, I need the sleep, of course. Everyone needs sleep, but I also need quiet time at home so I can get some work done. You don't go to work and punch a clock, come home, only to just go to sleep on your dreams. You need to punch a clock on yours too. You got to get some work done. So, man, the struggle is real. I told you, right? The hustle is ugly, and I'm ugly, right or wrong with it. It's all good. I feel good about it, though. So today, just like yesterday, she ended up crying. I ended up trying to calm her down, put her to sleep and stuff, and I ended up falling asleep right there with her. And when I woke up, I swear to God, when I looked at the clock, I thought, damn, it's 2 o'clock, what the hell? But it's not. It was only 11 something. So I took a little cat nap, for lack of a better term, about an hour and a half or something. Got up, and here I am doing your call. I want to talk to you about role models today, because obviously I didn't get this drive out of nowhere. Obviously, if it was a nurture thing, most everyone in my family would have this drive, but not everyone does. If it was a nature thing, you wouldn't need any kind of outside influences. You have it innately inside you. I think it's a combination of both, okay? I was raised by my grandparents until I was 5, like I told you, right? And then I went to go live with my parents, and then we island hopped forever. Now, on that same token, my brother was raised with me under my grandparents' roof. And then, obviously he didn't spend as much time. He was only 1 by the time we left to go to London to be with my mom and dad. But you would think if it was nurture only, that, being around my mom, being around my dad, island hopping, seeing the things that I saw, obviously it would be a different point of view because his understanding would not be the same level as mine. But for the most part, he would be an entrepreneur too. And who knows, he might be. We have an estranged relationship. I'm not really proud of it, but I am not steady enough to help him in any kind of way right now. So I kind of keep my distance, which is kind of sad, right? Anyway, It's like the story of my life right now. Everyone in my life at the moment is like kind of witty, which means keep it arm's length, so it doesn't hurt you and it doesn't hurt them. Okay, so we're talking about role models, right? 3 years ago, on the 22nd of September, my greatest role model passed. My grandmother went home. It was a tough battle, and it seemed like it was really fast, but I know like day to day it was tough. She got sick in March, and it looked like a regular cold, lots of phlegm. She couldn't shake the phlegm for some reason, kept going back to the doctor, and they kept saying, oh yeah, it's the flu, it's pneumonia, it's whatever. And so they gave her what they thought was best, obviously, and when it wouldn't go away is then when it's, they started digging to see what it was. So yeah, from March until September, unfortunately, it seemed quick to us. And like I said again, I was there, I lived with her. From morning till night, it was a struggle, and it scared the shit out of me because I have never met a small woman so fierce in all my life. Look so fragile. That woman was capable of pretty much anything. Excuse my voice. She cooked. She sewed all my clothes. She did tuition on the side to, supplemental income. She walked and ran everywhere. Up until that year, she got sick in March. I don't think she stopped going to the temple with me and taking us to the market and going doing, always walking. And yeah, she'd take breaks and she'd sit down halfway through or whatever, but that woman, what a force she was. And I can only hope to be half of what she was by the time I was her age. There isn't anything that I could even say. Like, she was very super old school. Obviously, when she was growing up, she went to a convent. She had a stepmom she was dealing with. She had a rough life, man. She did the damn thing. She didn't give up any step of the way. When she got married, she told me she didn't know how to cook, and she had a set of relatives that were close to her that helped encourage her to cook. And she taught herself then, And right now, if you were to tell any of my uncles, if you, or ask them, what would you want one last time if Mama could, to cook for us? And they were like, vende crumble, without blinking, because nobody made the vende crumble like she did. Vende crumble is actually a fenugreek curry, and it's actually really, really healthy for you. It settles your stomach. It warms your soul. It's so tasty. The way she fried fish was amazing. I think the last time I really, really ate well, like, as in you eat a plate of rice, you get up and you go back for seconds, the last time I ate like that was when she was alive. That heartbreak was a little difficult for me. And unfortunately, her best friend in the whole world, married for 65 years, the minute she decided to go home is the minute he decided to stop living. And it was so difficult too. That man, my rock. I remember him carrying me on his shoulders to take me to school. He was always around, the strong, silent type. He doesn't say anything unless it's absolutely necessary to say something. And every week, like clockwork, he walked down to the CSC, the Ceylon Sports Club, and go play with cards with his friends. And we'd tease him, like, you better call me when you get there. Make sure, you let us know you get there. He's like, whatever, what do I need to do that for? I'm going to come back on time and we're going to be okay, whatever. That was a strong man. That was probably the greatest role model in my entire life of what a man should be. I don't think anyone else measures up to that. Not even close. He was the most supportive father. He would listen to you. I remember when I came home and I had to tell them, look, I'm getting a divorce. And he sat there and he said, you know what? I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you didn't need that excess drama by marrying a man who had kids. And I mean, obviously I had my own reasons. I didn't see a point in, you know, it doesn't make that man unworthy. He just had kids, and those kids deserve someone too. So me and my unfailing faith, right? My hope, my love, whatever. But he said, look, I tried to tell you. I didn't want to see you struggle. I didn't want to see you end up here like you are right now. But it's okay. We'll move forward. We'll get through this. Out of everyone I told, because I mean, I had to tell my uncles one by one. I had to tell people, you know, why am I back in Singapore? They're going to ask, right? I had to slowly tell everybody. Out of everybody I told, he was the only one who listened and treated me with some dignity and seemed like he understood that I was about to go through hell all over again. It's been a little over a year since he passed as well. And I guess September and July will forever be just difficult in general. Whew. So, why am I so driven? Why am I one of those people who doesn't ask for help, will figure it out myself, will push myself to learn new skills? It's because of them. It's because of who they were. They came to Singapore with like nothing. They were pioneer generation here. Okay? And for them to do well, they weren't like fabulously wealthy, but come on, they put away as much as they could every time. So anytime we were in trouble, if we needed help, our grandmother would send us money. She would be able to help us like that. And that was freaking amazing. You sit down and listen to the stories they told, and that couple have helped more family members get married, have helped more family members get back on their feet when they fall, have kept this entire clan together, the Rajatnam clan. I have never been more proud of any couple in the world. They are amazing. They are everything I want to be. The kind of relationship they had. I remember my grandmother would be cooking in the kitchen, right? And she'd be putting together the curry. But you know who was right there with her, grating the coconut, cutting up the vegetables? My granddad. And yes, she had help. She had a maid every now and again, but I have great memories of my grandmother and my grandfather cooking together in the kitchen. That's the kind of marriage I want. That's the kind of marriage that anyone should aspire to. There was balance between them. They didn't argue. They didn't fuss. They knew what each other's roles were. And I don't know what they were like when they were younger. Obviously, I've known them since they were 60 plus, right? They complemented each other. They understood each other. There was very little that they had to say to each other. But that bond was amazing. And I don't know if I'll get the chance to get married again. I don't know if I'll get the chance to find love again. If I do, that's that fierce kind of love that I want. I want the stupid kind of love where I can I can dump cold water on you in the shower just to have you chase me around the house. Just to be stupid. And you can do dumb shit to me too, like irritate the hell out of me while I'm cooking and then gang up on me with my kid because I've chased you out of the kitchen one too many times already. I want that fun, playful love, that crazy, intense kind of love, the kind where we don't have to say anything, we can just sit in the room together because I know you're going through some shit and I can be there for you. Just be there. That's all I want. They're everything I wanted to be. I still want to be. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. I'm going to make sure that they know, as they're watching up there from heaven, that they know that I am pushing hard to be everything that people told me I couldn't be. Just to prove them wrong. To prove myself right. To make sure I can stand on my own 2 feet without asking anyone for help. If you're listening wherever you are, you know you have role models out there. They may not be related to you. They may be people you see on TV. They may be pieced together from different characters of different TV shows. That's cool too. I've done that too. I've used people like that as placeholders in my life. The kind of character I had to be at that time to get through whatever it is I was facing. I've been like that too. You hang on to your role models. Put them on a dream board if you have to. Remember who they are. Talk about their stories. Remind yourself what they accomplished. Because if they could do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm not special. I'm not different. I don't know what my IQ is. I never tested it. I hate being told no. I hate being told that I can't do it. I hate being judged like, another Indian female, divorced. Obviously she screwed that up. Nope, I didn't. You have no idea what kind of hell I walked through. You have no idea what kind of shit I endured. And I did endure. I kept my mouth shut and endured as long as I could. If it wasn't for my role models, I wouldn't feel like I had a safe place to come home to. I left that man on the other side of the world in order to get away and start over fresh. That's what that kind of endurance was. Life is not a sprint, it is a marathon. And I'm telling you what, I don't like long distance. I'm not good with patience. My temper, that numb feeling I get is because I've been holding my temper too long. It's like I'm burned up from the inside out. I will get through this. The memories of you guys, it's what helps get me through the day. I know y'all got through it. I know y'all fought for stuff. It's not the same stuff, it doesn't matter. But the stuff you were made of, same stuff I'm made of. What is that old Puff Daddy song? Can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. I'm gonna keep doing the damn thing. I'm hoping you don't give up. I hope you don't stop. I hope you, when you turn around and look where you came, look how far you came, you don't look too long. You don't look at the wrong things. You don't look at the insurmountable mountain in front of you and think, damn, how do I get over that? Don't look that far ahead. Keep it as the end goal. That's where you want to be at the end of this. But you keep your eyes on the road ahead of you, one step at a time. Sometimes when you look at the final goal and you look at where you are right now, you're thinking, how the hell am I supposed to get there? You get sidetracked by how big that journey looks to you. But you forget that one step and one step and one step, and before you know it, you're stepping without even thinking. You're stepping without even counting the steps anymore. And you're moving, man. You're moving. Keep your role models close to your heart. Keep your role models in front of you where you can see them every day. Something that pisses you off to get up and go get what you need to get done. And someone who you know would have supported you no matter what, whether they're here now, far away from you, or gone for good. You keep them close. You keep looking at them. You remember the resilience they represent. The kind of faith, the strength, the determination, the dedication, the devotion to their lives. You keep that in mind. You do what you gotta do. Can't nobody run your race for you. You gotta do it. You can sit on the couch, obviously, and watch the Kardashians. I know I pick on the Kardashians a lot. I mean, it's just the most, easily recognizable detail about all the distractions in our lives. That and Trump is really sad. You can sit on the couch and complain to people. But I bet you right now, it is September 22nd yet? Okay, I got a minute left. It is September 21st, okay? And I guarantee you, where I am right now, mindset, business-wise, work-wise, family-wise, where I am right now, I'll be miles ahead come December 31st. And that is a goddamn promise. No, maybe not a promise. It's more like a threat. I'm going to impress myself. I'm going to push to be. December 31st, y'all watch and see. Alright, you guys, it was kind of heavy tonight because, yeah, I'm in the feels a little bit. I miss my grandparents like crazy. I miss the way my family was when they were alive. And you know what? By hook or by crook, I'm going to get them all back together again. It's not my job, and I don't care whose job it is. I feel that missing feeling. I'm going to push to make sure everybody gets back together. I'm going to push to make sure that they don't feel it the way I feel it. And if they do, let's feel it together. Shit. I love you guys. I don't know what kind of troubles y'all are going through right now. I don't know if you needed to hear this today or not. It doesn't matter. I needed to say it. I've got it off my chest now. And if I ever need to go back, I can listen to myself say it. All right. I'm going to go get some rest. And y'all, don't beat yourself up too hard. Take it easy. Keep the goal in mind. Don't move the goalpost. You get there when you get there. Just keep putting in effort. I love you. Take care.